Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yo, the chipmunks in my backyard are so fast. I just watched one run across the fence real quick. Jesus, they're so fast. He better not be in there eating my herbs. But anyway, give it away. I think a lot of us carry so much extra unnecessary shit. Please put it down, okay? I'm gonna have to treat you like a mama in a store with kids. Put it down. Take it off. Throw it to who needs it mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Come on. I need people to stop carrying unnecessary baggage by themselves. Stop carrying unnecessary baggage with people who just want to love on you and grow with you, and you carrying all them bags that you don't have space for the good shit. And that's what I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about carrying unnecessary shit at home, trauma, food, worrying, all of that shit, because it matters. And I'm also going to talk about things y'all need to give away. Welcome to She Gets a Pod. But first, let's get into the sticky stuff. The sticky notes, of course. Duh. Charge my phone while I do this because I've been out for the day. So it's been like mess happening. But we live in America, so mess is always happening. And a South Carolina man was out on bond and broke into his ex's home, desecrated her child's remains, and he was charged with first-degree burglary and destruction of human remains. Pause. Let's give me a pat on the back for being able to say that word finally. You know how many years I've been struggling with that word, especially from Biggie's album. Saying that word? Jesus. Congrats. They had that man on $60,000 bond after that. A mess. People out here are creeps to the point where they will disrespect your dead child's remains out here. So be easy on the people you pick. Memphis. What the hell is going on in Memphis? Memphis teen arrested, left 4 dead. I think there's a lot more awareness of what's going on with our youth now that everybody has cell phones and the internet is buzzing, and the internet is a quick way to put out information, and it's just so much going on that it's hard for young people today, I think, to find their value amongst all of these other things. But at the same time, it doesn't make it right that they can just go around killing each other just because they don't like something or someone has something that they don't have. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. And I think the more that we pour in individual value into our children, it'll be less of them killing off each other off of petty things, because it has to be petty while they're just going out here killing each other like it's nothing, and going home and going to sleep and waking up and eating and laughing like it's nothing. There has to be something going on, something bigger, something foundational that's not happening. This is crazy. Monster python emerges in family's toilet in Bangkok. Remind me not to go to Bangkok, because if I go to pee in the middle of the night and it's a whole python in the toilet, we gonna have some problems. Like, what? Now, this is unfortunate, but what did y'all think was going to happen? Mystical is facing life in prison because he doesn't know and how to handle a woman telling him no, and he doesn't understand the word no again. So he is charged with rape once again. He did time for rape, and now he's going back to prison, possibly for the rest of his life, because he just thinks that he should be able to take women however he want to take women, and you can't do that, sir. Ugh. Like, when that man said he came in with his dick in his hand, he was not lying. Woman exposes cheating ex at her wedding after he booked her for a band to perform. Sir, you're dumb. And I really feel like I said these sticky notes already, but I'm not sure. But if I didn't, you're dumb. Okay. This one was in the news. A lot of people was talking about this. Woman wins $20K in winnings, $12K after taxes. Black woman in Michigan takes her check to the bank, and the bank takes her check and doesn't cash it and tells her that it's fraudulent. Now, this is not the first, and it definitely won't be the last, because banks are racist against Black people that have money or that want to pull their money out their account. Me personally, I've experienced this with Bank of America, to the point where the CEO gave me his personal cell phone number and begged me not to close my accounts. But I closed my accounts because the disrespect for you to hold my money and make profit off of my money, more so than I. And then when I go to take out my money, you treat me like a fucking criminal. You ask me to remove my hat. You ask me to remove my glasses. You ask me to give you another card with my first and last name on it. You have my ID already. Then your tellers are talking to each other in another language about my account. Give me my fucking money so I can leave out this bank. Then when you finally have to give me the money after calling your Asian manager over, you just shove my money out in the open, thousands of dollars, and have me count it, and you walk away from your seat. Like, the disrespect was on a level 10,000. I will never bank with Bank of America ever again. And they are only doing that Bank of America house loan, no payment down for minorities, because they fucked up so much with minorities. And I'm here to tell you that's not going to make it right, but you can do what you want to do. People, even if you don't believe in politics, because I think it's all a fucking circus and a show, please do not give these hateful racist people who want to bring slavery back the ease of bringing that shit the fuck back. Give them a challenge. And the challenge would be you showing up at the polls to make sure the shit on what they are trying to push forward as a law, as an allowance for the state that you are in, does not get through. There are 5 states trying to get rid of the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment provides a safety to citizens that live here legally, where someone cannot capture you and make you work for free labor. They cannot do that. It's not legal. But there are people who are trying to make that legal. So just beware of that. Please show up at the polls November 8th. If you can vote early in October, do that. But please, it is nothing for you to Google the people that are going to be on the voting list. Research who they are. Research what they stand for. Research if they've ever been in any type of racial issue in the past. And know their names when you go to vote. I think a lot of us wait to the last minute to go vote, and we don't even know the person's name that we're selecting for anything, and you don't want to vote yourself into a hole, right? Even though I feel like the only people whose votes really matter are the ones with the big bucks, don't make this shit easy for them. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, I've had an easy weekend. This week wasn't that horrible. I didn't work too late. I did do overtime. I say this is going to be a hard winter and a hard fall for a lot of people. So if you can do OT to make sure you have a bit more money, do that. If you can pull back on some of your spending, do that. Please prepare for shortages again on tissue, Water, please stack your water. I buy 8 gallons of water every time I go to the grocery store because you just never know. Please stack up on your herbs. Okay, get some natural herb supplements and make sure your body is up to par. My kids did catch me sipping. That's why I had a cold for like 2 weeks. I can't wait for it to get so cold to the point where the grass is no longer growing because I'm tired of paying for this shit to be cut. It needs to be cut right now, but this week is not my pay week, so we gonna act like the grass is not a problem when I pull in and out of my driveway, okay? I need my neighbors to mind their business. And they make me feel comfortable because 2 of my neighbors on the street did not cut their grass. And I feel like they're waiting for my lawn guy to cut their grass. And he's not here because I don't like my lawn guy cutting my grass and me not being able to pay him when he's here. I like to pay him at the same time he's cutting my grass. Other than that, I don't have any more sticky notes. Let's just get into the meat. Okay, so when it comes to like this home shit, in your home, please give away the old shit that does not work. Stop putting it to the side, talk about I'm gonna fix it or I'm gonna glue it back together or I'm gonna do this. If it's under $10 and you can easily go to the store and get another one, throw that shit in the trash. Okay? Old clothes that don't fit you. If you haven't worn it in the last 5 years because one, you don't live in that climate no more, try to sell it. If you can't sell it on Poshmark and you don't want to take it to Goodwill or the thrift store to donate it and to write it off on your taxes, throw it in one of those bins that be at the gas stations or in the grocery store parking lot. Okay, donate that shit. Stop having old things sit around your house and clutter up your closets, your walkway, and your living room. And don't put it in the laundry room because the laundry room is where it goes to collect dust. All right? Brown replaceable things. What the hell was I talking about with this? Brown replaceable things. I don't know what that means, Chantal. What the fuck? I don't know what I mean by that, but in the home, brown replaceable things. What else was I talking about? I don't know, but maybe on the aspect of keeping dark colored things that are broken and just stacking them somewhere in the house. It looks ugly because it's dark. Me personally, the lighter the furniture, the more airy the room looks. I'm not a fan of things being close together and alongside a wall when you can space it apart. If you have multiple plants, they shouldn't be all bunched together in the same space because different plants have different needs. Some plants need more light than others. Some plants don't like direct sunlight. Some plants need to be by themselves. Some plants need to be at a certain window. Get to know the shit that you have and where it works best. All right? Old food that you won't eat. Your goddamn cabinet. Like, there's so many videos of people getting containers for something that's already in a container. I'm not talking about those crazy people. I'm talking about the fact that you have old oatmeal that's been up there for the last 4 years and nobody's touched that shit. I'm talking about the fact that you want to try vegan pasta that one time. You tried it and you hate it, but you still got it sitting in the cabinet. Throw that shit in the trash. Or let your kids make necklaces with it. I don't know. But if you're not going to eat it, why are you saving it? If you know you bought something and it's nasty, why do you have it in the fridge still? If you know the grapes in the fridge are old, why are they sitting in there still? You know where their stinky smell is coming from. And you need to be cleaning out your fridge at least twice a month. You need to be cleaning the drains of your house at least twice a month. Some vinegar, some baking soda, and a little bleach and some boiling hot water. Pour that hole down the drain. Clean your drains out. Okay? This is the time of year where all the creatures outside want to come in your house. So there's a spray on Amazon that you could order. It's a peppermint spray. It's good for keeping away rodents and insects out your house. It's not harmful if you have babies or animals. It smells like mint. So just spray it around like your fireplace. I have a fireplace. Spray it in your laundry room. Spray it around the doors. You can use it outside. You can use it inside. You can spray it on the bottom. I'm getting a brain fart. The bottom of the wall. You know what the hell that's called. I can't think of it right now. Spray it in the closets. Spray it on the window. Any holes or areas where it's really dark, spray it. It's good to keep away spiders, ants, any type of little bugs, mice, all of that. It's a peppermint spray. I think it costs about $18. It's really good. It smells really good. This is a time for you to seal your windows, okay? Seal your windows. If you go to Home Depot, they have like a window sealer that you can get where you can seal windows where a lot of cold air comes through. I know in my bedroom I have a big window, but it's not insulated. So a lot of the coldness, if it's cold outside, will come from that window. So I'm going to have to seal my window again for fall, which sucks because I like the light that comes through the window. But at the same time, I hate being too cold when I sleep. I like being cold when I sleep, but not too cold. So that's something I have to do. Also, to keep different areas in your house from having a damp smell, get some damp Frid and put it in like the bathrooms or the laundry room or the garage just to keep any like smells out of there. I know it's the time where you're putting away clothes. Put some fabric softener sheets in the suitcases with the clothes that you're putting away that were for summer and spring, okay? You do not want your clothes smelling like mothballs. And again, please wash your winter stuff that you're taking out of like bins and shit so you don't smell like your grandma's basement, all right? What else? Clean your house. Clean your fans, okay? Clean your vents. Change your AC filter before you turn on that heat for that season. Please change the filter. Change the carbon filter in your truck, in your car, in your vehicle before you turn that heat on. That's probably why your AC hasn't been working or your heat hasn't been working. That shit is dirty as fuck. Please clean it, replace it. Do your oil change. Check your tires. If them things is bald, like the back of your head under your wigs, please, pay some stuff off on that credit card and buy you a whole set of tires, because I know I need a whole set of tires. I just can't buy it right now. But when I get some money, I'm going to get the whole set of tires, all four one time, and I'm going to buy them with the warranty. That way, if anything happens, they can replace them for like $20 and put them in, and I'm good to go. Okay, let's talk about trauma that you need to give away. Whatever happened to you as a kid, stop crutching on that shit. And when I say crutching on that shit, I mean bringing it up as an excuse to not do better. Bringing it up as an excuse of why you don't want to deal with it. Bringing it up as a way to avoid certain shit in life as an adult that you're going to have to deal with. Stop it. What happened to you as a kid, you couldn't do nothing about as a kid. But as an adult, when you're over 18, it is your responsibility to go seek help, to talk, to see a therapist, and figure out how you can work with what experiences you had to create some good experiences now. Okay? Stop dragging that shit. Stop bringing that shit up as some type of crutch, or this is why you have to deal with me because this happened to me. No, nobody has to deal with you, period. Stop putting your shit on people to have to deal with because you don't want to deal with it. It's not fair. And people could be your kids. People could be the people you work with, your friends, and your lovers, the people who are trying to build with you, but you have this fucking wall in this bridge where you won't let nobody in on this issue because you don't want to talk about it. Okay? Your parents not wanting you as a kid fucking sucks, right? I get it. I can imagine that. Okay? Again, deal with it. Stop carrying around that shit. Put that shit down and deal with it. Okay? Sometimes people's trauma from years ago or from past relationships or from when they were a kid makes them ugly, makes them hard to deal with, makes them hard to love. Work on dealing with it. That old bad relationship that you had. What are you doing in a new relationship with someone, claiming you want to build with them when you haven't dealt with the shit that old relationship did to you? And I'm telling you, you could only bury it for so long and not address it. It's going to come up when you feel cornered. It's going to come up when you feel insecure. It's going to come up when there's a disagreement. It's going to come up when you have kids. It is. There's a lot of people that feel like they know me, but don't know me. Okay? There's a lot of people that feel like they know my life, but don't know my life. There's a lot of people that don't understand why I don't like my kids to be at sleepovers. There's a lot of people that don't understand why I choose not to have people I'm dating or I like around my kids real soon. There's a reason why I'm very picky about what men are in the visual of my children. Like, there's reasons for that, but I don't let that prevent my children from experiencing people. But some people do, and that's because you haven't really dealt with your shit. Okay? Stop being scared to try, too. I think being scared to try just leads to a whole bunch of regret with you later. Put that shit down. Okay? Just because you tried it in the past and it didn't work doesn't mean if you try it today, it's not going to work. Stop missing your moments. And I got more for y'all after these messages. So, a few announcements. Just a break. I'll be back with the meat. She Gets It shop merch is updated. If you want hoodies, sweatshirts, all of that good shit, long sleeves, it's on there. I appreciate you for supporting the show, okay? Every bit of it counts because I hate working for people that I don't want to work for, okay? So make it happen for myself by making it happen for y'all, all right? Still, I need some more reviews on Apple Podcast app or on Spotify about the podcast, about what you liked about the episode. I appreciate it. I know the podcast shows up twice. Copy and paste and leave the same thing twice. I appreciate it. Okay. What else? Lulu.com still got my books. So if you know anybody podcasting that needs to get a bit more organized or needs a bit more ideas to jog some, good stuff out of them, check out Lulu.com for marketing the podcast journal, and how to go ahead and make questions for your guests with the podcast questions. Shan and Pods is my YouTube. I am slowly but surely making content to go on the YouTube. Video is not my thing, but I'm trying to spread out and be a little bit diverse. I did sign up for a few apps. doing some creative things. I am on Fanbase. I am on Wisdom app, which is basically an app where you can have different talks on there. It's fairly new. It's not a lot of people on there. It's a lot of different people on there. It's not just for podcasters, but for people who do talks, speeches, and all of that stuff is on there. So if that's something you want to check out, that's something to check out. I am still on Stereo doing shows with Greg and Dungeon. And if I have a guest, that's usually where I record. Haven't been doing a lot of Zoom recordings because Zoom went up on their price and my podcast is not really guest-based. But if you do have a guest-based podcast, Zoom is really a great tool to utilize. Also, if you need some help with creating content and ideas, Canva is a great program to utilize. Paying the $12 fee to get premium is great for if you have pictures you need to edit or post. Please check it out and utilize it. I have no bad things to say about Canva. Other than that, do I have any other announcements? Oh, yes. So if you plan ahead like me, I am not doing any She Gets It episodes for December. All December, I'm welcoming anybody that wants to collab or have me on the show. I will schedule a day and a time from East Coast time for me to be on the show for you in December. So if that's something you're interested in, you can email me at shegetsitpod@gmail.com and we can set up a date in December to do that. I have a few dates in December already taken by podcasters, so please let me know. I am a stickler for people who ask for my time. Therefore, if you ask for my time and you ask for a date, I'm planning for it. I'm making time for it. I'm rearranging my life for it. So if you ask for that time and you don't show up, you may never, ever ask me to do anything with you ever again because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay, that is me. That is I. So if you are ready, let me know if you're ready. If you are not, please let me know that you are not ready. And that is okay. Okay. Other than that, shegetsitpod.com if you want to find out anything. So what page we on? Podcast will be starting back up next week. We will be starting the new book. Don't believe everything you think. It's a great book. You can get it on audio. But me personally, from the title of it, I was like, I need to order this in the physical, right? I need to smell this book. So I have the book. Great book, okay? It's going to be a keeper for you. I promise you. It's good shit in it. We'll be starting out for that podcast. So what page we on? B. That's the On The Go Book Club with Kiki and Casey and myself, where we talk about adulting and we review a few chapters every 2 weeks. It's a bi-weekly podcast, all right? We will be on our 14th season. Each season is a different book. And this is the 14th book, and I will post it on shambipodden.com. On shambipodden.com, you can find all of the shops. You can find all of the podcasts. You can subscribe to all of the podcasts on Red Circle if you want to get old seasons that are not showing anymore for everybody else. I did take a lot of my old seasons off of Apple. That's why you see a drop in the episodes on Apple and Spotify and other platforms, because to keep all my old episodes on there and allow them to be scrolled through and taken for ideas from other people, I don't feel like that's fair. So I went ahead and I made them exclusive on Red Circle. So if you're on Red Circle and you want to get exclusive content from me, you have all access to all my old episodes, which are pretty interesting, to say the least. But I do appreciate everybody for supporting She Gets a Pod. Now, back to the show. Back to the show. I would like to say a special congrats to my Chrissy. She is getting married in about, I want to say 2 weeks and a half. Girl, you done dealt with a few ugly duckling relationships and escapades with some men. Finally, you found one with sense. I hope you have a beautiful week, a beautiful day on your day. I hope you enjoy Mexico like you're supposed to enjoy it, and I hope you can be at peace with not having to worry about wedding plans after you're done. Okay. I wish you and Barry the best. Okay. And yes, we still doing lunch before you go. Now let me get into this. All right. Food. Let's talk about the fact that you need to give away food. If you bought too much food and you know you're not going to eat it and you're probably going to waste it, please figure out a way to feed the homeless. If you have an old blanket that you don't want anymore, please do not throw it in the trash. Put it in the trunk of your car because winter is coming up. And I'm sure if you're riding through Atlanta or you're riding through a city or you're riding through an area and you see somebody walking around damn near half naked, just leave the blanket there. If you see someone at a park and they look homeless, give them the blanket. If you have an old sweater that you don't want anymore, leave it in the trunk of your car so you can give it away. There are people out here who are less fortunate than you, and they don't have it to waste it. Okay? Leave your work at work. I do not understand people who give people damn near 10 hours of their life per day and then turn around and go home and y'all answering the work calls. There's no way. That's why I never took manager positions, because you cannot pay me enough to babysit adults at work, to be stressed by CEOs, and to come home and try to eat and be around my family for the little bit of hours that you allow me because you pay me, and then have people at a job call me up. Audacity. Learn to keep work at work. Do not bring outside work into your bedroom. Do not bring nonsense into your bedroom. Do not bring other people's drama into your bedroom. Your bedroom is supposed to be a peaceful place. Not a cluttered place, not a dirty place. Not food crumbs all over your bed. Not ants coming in because you left juice and sticky shit on the side table. None of that. Okay? Don't overindulge in food you don't need to be eating. Did I get cake today? Hell yeah, I got cake today. Because I am on my cycle. And when I'm on my cycle, there are two things that I like to go together. Peanut butter and chocolate. Shut the fuck up. Okay? That's just what I like. Okay? So I did get me a slice of some chocolate cake today. All right? And I did get me some blueberry goat cheese today that I'm going to have on some crackers later. After I eat dinner. And I have no shame. All right? And for the love of God, if you are not hungry, stop fucking eating. Stop eating just because you're bored. Stop eating because you're stressing. Stop eating because you feel bad. Stop eating because there's something that you really want to do and you can't do and you feel horrible. And the way that you reward yourself when you feel horrible is by eating, which is going to make you feel horribler. And I know that's not a word, but it's a word today. Let's talk about worrying, okay? Because y'all need to give that away too. Worrying is the start of disease in the body, okay? It makes no sense to sit and worry and have anxiety and have your body feeling like, you know, when you're on the elevator and you feel your body go up and down real quick. I would have that years ago when I would be worrying about how I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. How is this going to get paid? How can I be here? How can I do this for the kids and I'm only one person? And I would have anxiety. That's what the hell that was. Okay? Stop worrying about shit you can't fix. Explore all your options before shit is due. Most places have hardship pays now because of this pandemic. Take advantage of it, because people that you think are rich and wealthy and have a lot of money, they are stroking these goddamn companies. They are calling these companies up and telling them, hey, I cannot make the full payment on my Porsche or my Mercedes or my house or that new Tesla I got. What's the least amount of payment I can pay and still keep my policy active? They are calling in and they are telling them this shit. And it's a lot of them having goddamn near $500 that they owe on a bill, and they're paying $10 to it. So while they're driving around in these fancy ass cars and they have these big ass houses, they are struggling to pay their bills. So if you have any type of bills or maybe a phone bill that went up. I know my internet bill went up from $20 to $60. And they talking about, oh, your bill is $200 and something dollars. No, the fuck it ain't. I called AT&T and I was like, yo, y'all went up on the internet. I cannot pay no $60 for no internet on top of what I'm already paying with 2 phones. So what y'all finna do? And they were like, well, see if you qualify for this, X, Y, and Z. Put your information in. And I qualified to have my internet be $30. $30 is not $20, but it's better than $60. And so there are ways for you to talk to these people at these companies and explore other options for you to lower your bills. If you do not have time for HBO, Netflix, Prime, Stars, why are you paying for it? When was the last time you were able to watch a whole series through with the kind of schedule you have? Be realistic. If you're never home to watch cable, why are you paying $300 and fucking something dollars for cable at home? If all you really watch is games, figure out what app you can pay per month so you can watch games. Like, there's so many people out here with this illusion that they need certain shit in adulting, and you don't need it. If you do not need X amount of space on an Apple phone or computer, stop paying for more space on an Apple phone or computer. You know what I got? This week I ordered me a USB for my phone. So on the USB, I took all of the old pictures and shit off of my phone that I don't need sitting on my phone taking up space, and I put it on that USB. Because I'm not paying Apple for phone protection, which is $13 a month. I'm not paying Apple for Apple Play for iTunes, which is $10 a month, and turn around and paying you $3 a month so I can have space on this fucking device. I'm not doing it. So I took off all the old pictures, and I have more than enough space on here so I could cancel out that $3 per month that I'm giving them, because they're already stroking people all the fucking time. Explore your options. If you need to make a payment arrangement for a gas bill, do that. If you need to make a payment arrangement for your water, do that. Companies are more so likely to work with you before shit is due. Don't call them after shit is due and be like, can you do this? Because a lot of them will report your shit to the credit bureau real quick, and it'll look like you've been delinquent on some shit. A lot of people like to procrastinate when they know they're not going to be able to do something. And then when the due date is past due, that's when they scrambling and yelling on the phone and all of this stuff. Don't get mad at people because you've been bullshitting. Be proactive. That's all adulting is. It's about being proactive about shit that you have to get done because you're an adult. You can't blame everybody why you don't have the shit that you need. Okay? About worrying. Worrying can also lead to anxiety, fainting, and body aches. Okay? And men and women. And most men, when they worry, when they feel a lot of pressure and they don't have help, they have heart attacks. They get strokes. Because most men feel like after a long day, they want a big meal and they want a beer and they want a hard drink. But if you're not active, if you're not working out, if you're not eating correctly, all of that shit's going to sit on your stomach. And all of your arteries are going to begin to get clogged. And when you get a cold, it can turn into pneumonia really quick. And when you have a cough, it's going to be worse than what it would be if you were healthier. And when you sleep at night and you're snoring and shit, that's the sign that something is obstructing how you breathe. Take care of yourself. Also, watching all that drama shit on TV, reality TV, people acting an ass all the time. He, ha, ha, ha. You getting stupider and stupider every episode. Sickness in the mind is a real thing. Addiction to drama is a real thing. A lot of people sit back in their homes and they watch other people's bullshit and drama and trauma to avoid working on their own shit. A lot of people imitate the drama that they see on TV, which is not real, in their own relationships, and then turn around and wonder why they can't keep nobody or their relationships never work. Don't nobody want to be around people that just be in drama all the fucking time. Don't nobody want to be with somebody that's arguing every goddamn day. Or complaining about things all the time. Or mad about shit all the time. Who you mad at today? Who pissed you off today? Why you always in a bad mood? Like, ugh. Get that shit away. Put that down. Now let me talk about the shit y'all need to give away. For real. I got a whole list of shit. You ready? Okay. Trash that messed up mindset. Trash them old Uggs. Trash that horrible wig. Try your own hair for once. Trash that blue lipstick. It's nasty. I ain't never seen blue lipstick on a woman and it looks cute. Never. Never. Trash tight ass sweats and Adidas pants on men. Y'all look crazy. Y'all look like y'all want to be women really bad. Okay? It's beyond rock and roll look. It's beyond. Okay? Trash that need to always have your nails done, but your kids don't have what they need for school. They don't have what they need to eat. And they don't have what they need academically to be able to go to the next grade. But yet your nails are always done. Your hair always done. You got the latest bag and the latest clothes and all of this shit, and don't nobody want to take you out nowhere. But your kids don't have shit. Stop it. Trash the clout of having multiple kids that you can't take care of or show up for. Trash the need to have more than you can handle. Trash the pride for the wrong reasons. We all need people, so we don't be heartless hoes. But we don't need everyone. The right people do matter. There was a video where this lady was basically a nurse that will go to people's homes and give their families the know-how on how to take care of them because they are sick, because they can't take care of themselves. And she was talking about how many people were married to people who didn't want to take care of them when they're sick, who didn't want to learn how to bathe them, who didn't want to learn how to feed them correctly, who didn't want to be involved with cleaning their ass if they shitted or they peed on themselves. Marrying the right person matters. Being in a relationship with the right person matters, because a lot of people are with people who would never want to take care of them if they were sick, who would never want to be around them if they got in a car accident and their face was distorted, who would never want to be with them if they couldn't walk anymore. A lot of y'all with people for the wrong reasons, and y'all know it. Okay? Trash the idolization of high-priced cars that you can afford for clout. Trash the need to get your body done, but not check your nasty ass attitude. Because a lot of people got their bodies done, but your attitude so goddamn nasty that you still don't get anybody, and nobody still wants to be around you. Trash that I only drink soda thinking. Your body is acid, your skin is trash, and you got ulcers that's coming on the way. Your teeth gonna be fucked up, and long term your body is diminished. Women's body needs more water than men, but men and women's body needs water. Healthy water, not Aquafina, not Dasani. Healthy water. Water that won't put up your blood pressure. Okay? There are people today who are dying in their 40s, dying in their early 50s. A lot of people have kids and don't have no plan for what happens to you if you go today. Take a look at some final expense policies to make sure you have what you need when you pass, so your family's not struggling and scrambling. Designate someone to know all of your details of what you want if you were ever sick or you ever passed away. Have your shit in order. There's too many of us carrying around the wrong shit for the wrong reasons. That's not going to help us. And I just want people to be on point. But that's all I got for y'all. I ain't got no more. Those are my thoughts. I hope y'all had a great week. It was cool for me, and I hope next week is even better. All right, we almost done with September, y'all. September is almost over. Shit. Peace out.